The Imperial Japanese Navy has been bloodied after 20 string bags from HMS Hermes valiantly attacked the fleet carrier Shokaku and sent her to the bottom of the Indian Ocean. The Japanese Indian Ocean raid has already been set back thanks to the work of these brave swordfish pilots and their crews. The engagement was not one-sided, however. The entire air wing of HMS Hermes has been destroyed, and Hermes herself is in critical shape after being attacked by Japanese dive bombers off the coast of Ceylon. As a result, she is not fit for operations and must head back to Colombo for extensive repairs. The IJN task force is still out there, and a Congo-class battleship is in the mix. If we can find her, Force A will be able to sink her. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to another exciting episode of War on the Sea, as we continue our Indian Ocean campaign, playing as the Royal Navy. Force A and Force B are right here, trying to protect Ceylon from incoming Japanese attacks. In the previous episode, a Japanese carrier was sighted. Force B launched a flight of swordfish and managed to sink the Japanese aircraft carrier Shokaku. Now, there is a Congo-class battleship still operating somewhere in this area. We are going to try to find it, but daytime here is limited. Additionally, HMS Hermes has been crippled, essentially. She needs to head back home. She is heavily damaged and has no air wing anymore, as every swordfish was shot down attacking Shokaku. So we are going to split Hermes from the group here and send her down to Colombo, where she will go in for repair. Additionally, Force A, I'm going to head over to Port Blair, as I'm sure the Japanese will try to land through here. I'm assuming they are going to take the most direct path to Ceylon. So if Force A is in the middle, we should be able to intercept any incoming task forces. The rest of Force B, since it's just a bunch of light cruisers now, is going to just patrol off of Ceylon here, just in case the Japanese try something cheeky. There we go. And then up here, what do we have near Bombay? We have one submarine. Well, we can deal with that. Blenheims. Let's get 4 of you. 4 Blenheims with 250-pound semi-armor piercing bombs. That ought to do it. That ought to deal with the submarine. And we'll send them down to engage that and hopefully send it straight to the bottom. Force A is looking good. Okay, everything seems to be set up. All of our scouts are going to return in about an hour, as they cannot be operating during nighttime hours. Looking good. Okay, overhead, go to tactical. Let's see what we are up against. I don't see anything. They do, though. Alright. Whatever it is, attack it. What is she? Hello, hello. It is indeed a Japanese submarine operating on the surface. Looks like a big sucker, too, so I doubt it's going to be able to dive before we are able to drop our bombs. It's an interesting looking submarine. Where are the Blenheims? They're coming in from her starboard side. I do not... Oh, there they are. Right there. Right in front of me. Looks like the Japanese sub is trying to submerge. Dive planes are rigged out and angled down. Come on. Just one 250-pound bomb ought to do it. It would be lovely to bag a submarine here. There we go. Bombs away. Lots of little black specks falling from the sky. Ooh, come on. There we go. One direct hit. And that's going to speed up the sub's dive time for sure. Down she goes. I can't imagine the submarine is having a good time now. She is sinking quickly. Lucky for the submarine, the seafloor is right here, though. She's not going to crush. She may just sit on the seabed for a while. Let's look at the report. Heavy damage, critical flooding. I'm not sure if she will succumb to that flooding. Well, these Blenheims did a good job. They crippled a sub. We are going to leave the combat area. And there we go. She was indeed sunk. Awesome. Love to see it. Nice. So now that is the second enemy ship we have destroyed. I-123. 1,800 tons sent down to the bottom. We have that and Shokaku. Nice. Okay, RTB. Well, just like I thought, the Japanese have shown up at Port Blair with a large task force here. We have nothing that we can send out to attack them, and they are just going to be able to land. If they do land a whole bunch of troops, I'm going to pull these 500 men and 500 supply out of Port Blair and use them at Ceylon. Let's see what they land here. There we go, big old bombardment. And they reduced the port down to 0. It was a level 2, and now it's 0. And looking here, the balance of power is not bad. They did not land as many troops here as I would have thought. And they are sailing away. I am not going to chase them, really. I'm going to have Force A move up this way, though. Hopefully we can cover Port Blair with some aircraft in case they try that again. I just don't want to be protecting something so far away. If we have to give up Port Blair, so be it. I'd rather protect Ceylon, as it is a victory condition. We can always retake Port Blair later on. So in order to get some fuel and supply up here to Trincomalee and also Colombo, I made a tiny little convoy with our 5 command points with some very small ships. Let's manage our cargo. Let's see, this tanker, this small tanker can carry 31 fuel, which is actually pretty good. And how much engineering can you carry? Wow, 2! This little canal class, that is far less than I anticipated. That is pretty much worthless, but you know what? We'll do it. We'll have it come all the way up here. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That was kind of a waste of a single command point. We have none left, but oh well, that's fun. It's gonna go up and drop off some fuel and supply, so that way we can start replenishing our aircraft. Well, we have something interesting. 4 ships detected. How far away from Force A? 300 some kilometers. We're going to ignore it for the time being. Indomitable. Turn south and track it. It's sailing away. Alright. Launch aircraft. Send it. 488 kilometers. You are in range. Albacores with torpedoes. Alright, move to intercept. 3 cruisers. I would like to bag at least 1 cruiser here. Let's start marking their position and make sure our albacores are on a good intercept course. They are 1.6 hours away. Zigzagging about. And they are moving fast. If there's only 1 heavy cruiser, we are going to primary that and then maybe 1 light cruiser. Our primary goal is to actually sink ships. Damaging them is nice, but with this many albacores, 24 torpedoes in the water, I want to make sure we start sinking stuff. And that albacore, or that Fulmar, has to go home, unfortunately. Okay, do something like this, please. 244 kilometers left. Hopefully we detect them. Our Fulmar ran out of fuel. There we go, got her. Good intercept. Go to tactical. Start. Hello, our Japanese friends. Alright, start dropping down to the deck. Every single one of you. Every single formation of albacores. What do we have? Oh yeah, big ol' heavy cruiser. Shikuma, maybe? Identify the target. Japanese. C. Okay. Ship type, heavy cruiser. Did I miss it? I mean, I'm sure I just did. Oh my gosh. CA, there it is. 4 main guns. Tone. Yep, that's her. Identify. I want to know what I'm about to sink here. Let's look at everything else in the line. A destroyer. Triple stacker. Alright. 1 and 3 will be our targets. This flight of albacores, target 1. This flight, target 1. Come over here and get ready to attack that Tone class. Alright, go get it. 2 more flights coming in. Here we go. Albacores being fired upon. 8 torpedoes ought to do it. Hopefully our duds are minimal. Splashes in the water. Looks like the Tone class heavy cruiser's opening up with some dual purpose guns. Come on, you brave little albacores, get in there. Can you increase speed at all? Increase speed. They cannot increase speed. Actually, maybe they can. Wow. We can increase our speed by 30 some knots. There we go, torpedoes away. See you later. All right. Attack, attack, attack. Attack that Tone. All right, torpedoes are about to slam into the side of this thing. Come on. There we go, direct hit. Right underneath that float plane. And 1 under the bridge. We lost 2 albacores, unfortunately. They got their torpedoes off, though. Torpedoes running in. Good stuff. That was a magazine explosion. That's what we like to see right there. Fantastic. Okay, more albacores are racing in. Racing being a very optimistic adjective here. This looks good, though. Come on. Come on. Torpedoes away. Increase speed. Get out of here. Okay, target number 1 is sinking. Cruiser going down. Now for the main prize. Come on, boys. There we go. Good hit. A dud. And then another hit in the stern, 1 in the bow. More torpedoes in the water. Then we have 8 more albacores racing in. Oh no. Lost 1. Oof. The ships are moving to evade the light cruiser. More torpedoes. Come on. And look, she is already taking on water like crazy. Listing heavily to port. Bow is dipping underneath the waves almost. 8 more. This is probably overkill at this point, but I want to make sure we get her. Japanese anti-aircraft gun crews are working overtime, wildly firing those 25mm AA guns. There we go, torpedoes away. We have another formation coming in. Look at that. See you later. Come on. There we go. Good hit right underneath the bridge. 1 more in the bow. That thing's gonna roll over. Torpedoes away. Next formation just dropped their fish. And they're racing out of here. Oh no, we lost 1. Okay, what that brings our total up to 4 albacores lost, which is a shame. I do want to protect our air wings. There we go. She's going down. Tone is sinking. Fantastic. 2 ships sunk. Good strike. We lost 5 albacores. Oof, that is a lot. Considering HMS Hermes had her entire air wing destroyed, I really don't like expending aircraft like this. But this is another good victory to have at this point in the campaign, and should give us a couple of command points to play around with. Give us a merchant ship that can carry more than 2 engineering. We have left the combat area, 16,000 tons sent down to the bottom. Lost 5 aircraft, 3 command points gained during that engagement. Our albacores are going to RTB. We have 19 left. So our air wing, it's okay at the moment. I mean, 19 albacores is a pretty good strike package. We have more Fulmars. I'm using all of our Fulmars for scouting purposes. And this is interesting. We have a random scout aircraft up to the north. I'm going to mark that position. I'm gonna have Force A, since I probably know kind of where we are. We're gonna start moving away now. One of my Fulmars has been intercepted by a lot of zeros. There's a Japanese aircraft carrier out here, folks. And I have zero clue where it is. We are hitting the deck and racing away, but unfortunately, I think this brave Fulmar is going to be shot down. It's a very interesting aircraft, the Fulmar. Two-person, the navigator in the second seat there, who unfortunately does not have a rear gun. Yeah, look at all those zeros. Okay. Interesting. We are going to run away from that. And I'm going to get Force A the heck out of here until we can get the jump on the carrier. There is a Japanese fleet near Force B, and we know that because this Jake is flying right over our formation. We are going to shoot it down. I don't know what her goal is here, to try to count, you know, all the guns on our ships. But hopefully my anti-aircraft gunners are able to blow this thing out of the sky. Come on, boys. It's a mighty fine looking fleet, though, I must say. Still not damaged. Coming into pom-pom range. Oh my gosh, is this going to be able to fly right through my entire fleet without getting shot down? That would be quite funny if it was. Oh, it's trying to strafe or something. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, that bomb missed, thank goodness. And we shot it down. Phew. Griffin, direct hit by dud bomb. Lucky, lucky Griffin. Alright, let's get out of here. Shot down a plane. That's good. That is mildly worrisome, though. What do I have here? Swordfish. That float plane came from the south. I'm going to send a group of 4 out to start searching that direction. Unfortunately, Force B has no float planes of their own that we can send up. That is a weakness I have in my fleets, is a lack of scouting capability. Catalinas. We have 2 Catalinas. I'll launch them out here. Start searching. Force A has encountered the Japanese fleet and they are opening up. They are much closer than I anticipated. And that looks like a formation of ships in a line ahead formation. I think it's a convoy. These look like freighters to me. Maybe that's an escort. Let's see here. A Chidori class torpedo boat. Okay, interesting. I went dragon and decoy. Let's make some separate formations here. Break and form up. Start heading off this way. Caladan and arrow. Break, form up, increase speed. And it looks like you're going to race ahead. It looks like the enemy formation is turning north. Isaac Swears, and then the rest of you should be in a single formation. Change course, new heading 086 degrees. Make sure everyone has their radar turned on. Indeed, they do. And it looks like most targets are engaging this Chidori class torpedo boat. How far are they? 18 kilometers out, solutions 55%. Isaac Swears, increase speed to 28 knots. Honestly, we're a little far here. Increase speed on Dragon as well. Alright. Yeah, torpedo boat's the primary target. Blow that thing out of the water, then we'll start targeting all these freighters. The Japanese torpedo boat right off our bow is getting hit quite extensively. That being said, Isaac Swears is also getting hit, so we are going to break our formation up. And I'm going to have Isaac Swears turn around and get the heck out of here. How far is she? 8 kilometers away. Let's check on our torpedo situation. Recognition manual. Go to our weapons. 21-inch Mark 10 torpedoes. We have 8 of them, and they have a range of 8 kilometers. We are just outside of range. I'm not going to fire. I'm not going to fire. We have targets 5 and 6 moving up. Start laying smoke, though. You need to get out of here, Isaac Swears. Would our 5 and 6... Oh my, Cruiser. Cruiser moving in. That's number 6, right? Yep, Dragon. And then also you begin engaging that. Okay, pretty much everybody start blasting away at that cruiser. Scout engage her. Caladan and Arrow are moving around. They are shooting at... Who are you shooting at? Target number 4. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, you can start taking out the freighters. Sendai class light cruiser Dragon is engaging the Kamigawa Maru. I'd rather you engage that cruiser, my friend. And then it looks like there's another destroyer back there behind it, another little torpedo boat. Alright, good stuff. Isaac Swears, damage report. Working on the fires. Make sure all damage control teams are working on fires. And that thing is going down fast, continuing to explode as well. Our forces are ripping into this Japanese fleet here. Isaac Swears has managed to move in behind and will form up with Scout back here. Let's reduce her speed though. Fires are being fought effectively. This ship is still pushing forward, this merchant ship. She is pretty heavily armed. She is not going to last much longer. The Sendai is undamaged at the moment, which is a shame. Dragon. Okay, stop firing at her. Please engage the Sendai class. Shoot armor piercing at her if you have it. Yeah, we have quite a bit of armor piercing. We are burning through ammunition though, attacking this Japanese convoy. And you engage the Sendai. This Kamigawa Maru is not going to last much longer. She's aflame and continuing to be attacked by our destroyers. Caladan, what's your speed? Also, your solution's only 10. Can you engage target number 4? Looking here, it looks like Griffin is getting hit. She's being primaried for some reason. She's continuing to engage that Kamigawa Maru. Damage report. Nothing, it's bad enough. Break off. Get out of here. Begin targeting that one. Way, way out there. Poor Griffin. We're still trading blows with the Sendai class. Let me check. We do not have torpedoes on this one, unfortunately. Dragon. You have torpedoes. Come left. Get into arc. You will fire your starboard side torpedoes. All of them. 3-degree spread. Perfect. We'll try to shoot him at Sendai. Hopefully we can get some hits here on that light cruiser and send it down to the bottom. That is the biggest threat here, obviously. This cargo ship is just racing away. I do have Caladan engaging her, but she hasn't gotten any hits just yet. Let's check. Okay, we are in arc. Range the target 6 kilometers. Good. I believe we are within torpedo range. Mark 4 torpedoes. Range 8 kilometers. Good, good, good. All right, torpedoes. Fire, send it. 3-degree arc. There we go. Torpedoes away. Love to see it. What are we shooting at the Sendai? We are shooting armor piercing at her. That that poor Kamigawa Maru in the lead is just not having a good time at all. Not having a good time. The Sendai, though, is looking okay, all things considered. She does have an internal fire, but besides that, yeah, nothing too crazy. Who are you shooting at? Do not engage that. Shoot the Sendai. Fire at the Sendai. Scout. Fire at the Sendai as well. Griffin. Shoot at the Sendai. Isaac Swears. Pretty much everybody, please engage the Sendai. I'll have Decoy start shooting at that little torpedo boat in the rear. Dragon is kind of close to the enemy. Not a big fan of that. I am worried. We need to watch Sendai. Check on those torpedo launchers. Make sure she does not fire torpedoes at us. If she does, of course, we will need to take evasive action. That being said, we are ripping into that light cruiser there. I mean, I can tell she is listing heavily to starboard. Fire is spreading all over the deck. And multiple secondary explosions. Okay, the Komagawa Maru is now going down. We are continuing to engage the Sendai with all we got. We are starting to take a little bit of damage here. Oof. Alright, hard to port. You know what? Engage that torpedo boat. Engage the torpedo boat. Please and thank you. Dragon, continue to engage that Sendai. We'll start breaking contact here. The Sendai, she's going to go down. It's just a matter of time. This little torpedo boat, though, is in a pretty good spot and getting good hits on our cruiser. I just want to blow it out of the water real fast. Unfortunately, our torpedo spread probably is not going to do a whole lot. It was launched at a time right when the enemy started changing course. All these rounds are just landing far, splashing all around. Let's check damage on all of my ships. There we go. That was a good hit on the bow. Damage report. Ugh, our Dutch cruiser. Oh boy. Torpedoes on the water. Left full rudder. Right full rudder. Turn. Only one. A single torpedo. As far as I can tell. Okay, there's another torpedo. They launched a really wide spread. Alright, we should be okay here. The Japanese torpedo boat's starting to take a lot of fire. Still have not gotten any hits on this one. Okay, there we go. Right as I spoke. Love it. Alright, I don't want to lose any cruisers, though. Start laying smoke. Okay, we're clear of the torpedoes. Start turning away. Scout, how are you doing? Who are you shooting at? Shooting at the Sendai? That's okay. Keep shooting at her. What's her speed? Her speed is 0. Okay, shoot at that Chidori. Which is still... She's moving at 19 knots. She's moving kind of fast. Getting some secondary explosions. That Sendai is sinking. Good. Caladan and Arrow continue to push these freighters. And they're going to mop all of them up. Our damage on Jacob is not good. We're working on repairs, make sure everyone is working on fires. We are coming to a stop to help reduce the spread of fires. We'll see how well that works for us. And how far are these? Go ahead and start engaging these freighters. Have your guns work on those. Scout is moving ahead bravely. Start laying some smoke. There we go. Sendai is sinking. Nice, nice. The Chidori is not looking good. Decoy is pursuing her. Armed merchant cruiser. Nice. Okay, that's kind of scary. Griffin, how are you doing now? All right, move back in. Start pressing the attack. Isaac Swears, you're repaired. Good. Just one of my ships is damaged heavily here. Fires are spreading. She may be going home for repair after this. One of our main guns is disabled. Yeah, not in good shape. Caladan, continuing to move in. Turn to port just a little bit. Bring all of your guns to bear on the freighter. Looks like she's moving pretty slow. 10 knots. Definitely flooding. You can see her stern is raising out of the water. Alright, we'll come around. Just 3 merchant ships to mop up now, and this Chidori class, but, I mean, this thing's got to be going down, right? Well, in dramatic fashion, the Chidori class is going down. She exploded, and it's now rolling over. Only 3 more ships to go. Scout has been hit, and unfortunately the damage is critical. She's trying to run away. I think this armed merchant cruiser really got her. I think there was a magazine explosion, I believe, looking at all of this damage. We are going to lose HMS Scout. That being said, Caladan and the rest of the formation are moving in. Finally something's going down, and right on cue, Scout is sinking. That is a shame. Okay, something just suffered a magazine explosion. The sinking ship. Not very helpful. Let's check on this ship here. We are getting the fires under control. Nice. Caladan, make sure you are engaging. Stop. I feel like I want you to engage the armed merchant cruiser, please. It's a little more threatening than the freighter in the lead. 58% solution already raising. Go narrow spread, please. Things are not looking good for the Japanese freighters. The one in the lead here suffered a massive explosion, and she is now dead in the water. The armed merchant cruiser is trying to get away. Caladan is engaging her. The end target is moving at a speed of 16 knots. And it is quite stubborn, pretty heavily armored, it would seem. We are shooting armor piercing at her. We are down to 97 rounds of ammunition in the forward magazine. We have expended a lot of ammo during this battle. Isaac Swears is moving back here. Fires have been put out on Jacob for the most part. Look at that. Nice critical damage, heavy flooding. We should be able to get most of that repaired. Arrow is starting to take some damage here as she closes in on this armed merchant cruiser. Being said, it's starting to have some fires break out on her. And okay, guns, stop firing at that. Engage the Akiko Kumaru here. She isn't looking good. She's reducing speed. Check the damage. Work on the fires. Oh, gosh, and we have 2 blacked out compartments already here. That's amazing that she is still moving. She's charging us. Taking on water on the bow, though. More secondary explosions, which is always nice to see. Hopefully she won't be afloat much longer. And it doesn't... Okay, her forward guns are still engaging. There we go. Another magazine explosion on that ship behind her. That thing's done for. Only a matter of time now. After a long engagement, the Akiku Maru is going down. Force B is in relatively good shape. We are low on ammunition, so we will be returning to home base to rearm and maybe pick up another destroyer as HMS Scout unfortunately went down. Overall, that was a good engagement though, and the Japanese invasion of Ceylon was repelled. Well folks, that is going to do it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.